Hello again. Grown Black folks talk grown conversation about one of the most disturbing things I have ever seen. And some of you saw this as well on the Themis and Thought show this afternoon or evening, depending on where you live. And there was an individual on the show. And I had quite a bit to say on the show. I'm doing this for another reason. I thought about it afterwards. You need to realize what you saw there and take appropriate action. Should you have anyone like this in your life, if you can't get away from them right now, you need to make plans to get on. For real. Because here's the thing. We watch this individual lie and spin and spin and lie and spin and spin and lie, make up stuff he was looking for, grasp at straws, not have his stuff together, lie, spin, bluff, and then when he realized he couldn't get his way, begin to attack the host viciously, as if he was going to take the host off of his position of authority on his show. Pay attention to that. And he would have kept going, except Themis did what was necessary, asserted his authority, and put him off. But here's what I want you to understand. This is an old pattern. Let's go one level down or one level up in authority. This individual had come online to attempt to humble 17 to 18, I think the figure is 17.75. So it's between 17 and 18 million people, namely Black women. But let's go one level up. You know that white so-called supremacy is a whole system of lying and spinning, spinning and lying. Since people of European descent are what people? If you read their history, they are no more impressive than anybody else. They're not the greatest of civilizations, they're derivative. They come last in time after the truly glamorous civilizations. But they have grasped at every straw from science and religion available in order to prop that up, lying and spinning and lying. And what's the point? To humble all the people of the world who are not Europeans into believing they are barbarians and to let them do what? Rule them as if they have a right to be God. Let's go one level up again. You know who else has been lying and spinning ever since God said, no, you will not sit on the throne of the Most High with me? Lucifer. Now we're going to have to call you Hashatan, Satan. Lying and spinning and lying from Genesis chapter 3 all the way down to when his goose is finally cooked, all the way in Revelation 20. That's already been, depending on who you ask, between 6 and 11,000 years, and we don't know how many more. And what's the point of Satan carrying on? Lying and spinning and lying and attempting to deceive the nations, to humble all of mankind down and to be worshiped as God. So if you follow the line I'm giving you all the way down, from the father of lies through what we talk about with white supremacy, we talk about racism all the time. Okay, but we got people in our own community who are acting like this. A whole human being from a small place of absolutely no consequence in the world except to those that live there, is coming out trying to humble 17 to 18 million Black women. You know what that makes this man? And anybody in your life that feels like flying and spinning a lot, anybody in your life that feels like they have to manipulate their way through. I don't care whether they're doing it to you or you know that you're doing it to someone else. Your turn will come. The minute you get a little bit up higher than this person, you're going to become the target of this. Because remember, the people like this are looking for a position that they do not have. And if they are desiring to humble you by manipulation and by lying, what they're really trying to do is take God's spot in your life, because God resists the proud and gives grace to the humble. No human being has the right to sit around here and talk about, I'm gonna humble you, as if you're going to put somebody in another position lower than yourself. And let me show you something else too, while we're on the subject. Like I said, pay attention. You know the other name for the father of lies? His other name is the murderer from the beginning. Move this over so you can see. Because just as we saw, if the lies don't work, if the spinning doesn't work, if the manipulation doesn't work, then they attack you 29 times a day in the Black community. When the lies and the spinning and the manipulation don't work anymore, 29 times a day. The father of lies is the murderer from the beginning, and all his followers. As I said on the show today, people will lie and spin their way directly into hell The only thing you can do about this, if people are committed to this, is let them go alone. Get away from them. When you see signs like this in people, run! Thank you for listening. And welcome to my new subscribers, and thank you for my older ones for staying with me. I hope you have a less grim subject later on. Goodbye.